out. And that is the instinct you need to fight. You need to push back, to smash into the ground.
Don't negotiate with weakness. You're in charge.
Get up! Go to class! Get up! Do your homework! You wake up earlier than people. You stay later than people. You stay humble. You work harder than anyone when no one's there. I guarantee someone that feels bad about themselves soon will label you as he's built different. He's built different should be your label because people feel bad about themselves.
Your life is exactly what you wanted. Because every day, you've had choices to make. You're responsible and credible for every single choice. You've made the choices.
And what I need you to do for me is why are you here, and then take ownership of why you're here. So you control you. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm gonna live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven, I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we're gonna be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
You know what I hear? I hear the clock ticking. Time waits for no man. Life goes by, and it goes by quick. Don't waste those years. Don't waste them. Live them. Back off? Negative. Not happening. In fact, I'm stepping it up. No complacency. No complacency. No backing off. No slack whatsoever. Bring it. Fight. Fight that ticking clock with everything you got. And the earlier you get in the game and get on track, the better life you're gonna have. Healthier, wealthier, stronger, smarter, better. Go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. I get up and get out of bed. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. The desire to take the path of least resistance, the downhill path, the easy path. Shut that down. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, get out of bed, get things done. And by simply going through the motions, you stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path, which is right where you know that you belong.
And you grind on Monday, and you grind on Tuesday, and you grind on Wednesday, and you chill on Thursday, and you chill on Friday, and they grind on Thursday, and they grind on Friday. Sooner or later they gonna catch you. I told every kid in America that tell me they coming for me, you gonna work hard for it. Because I'm gonna find out what the benchmarks are, I'm gonna reach the benchmarks, and I'm gonna excel that thing.
Hey, Cartoon. Francis here. Letting us share in on some motivation, which I've been really focusing on through a lot of these times these days. Hey, everybody. Thumbs up to whoever thumbs up to thumbs up. 2 folks are watching. I haven't really ever gone live on YouTube before I had this opportunity, so I thought I would, because there is, astronomically speaking, a lot of things going on in the skies, some during the day and some coming up at night. I know that a lot of folks are very interested in the comets that are in the sky, and I'm very interested in the comets as well. You can look through my content here on YouTube. I've been involved with astronomy and citizen astronomy for a long time. Had a great time with it, still continue to have a great time with it, and comets are one of my favorite things. Comets are my favorite thing. Transient objects. If it comes from outside the solar system, that gets my going even more going. But right now, thinking every day about 2 comets. One just transitioned from catching it in the morning sky before the sun comes up to now catching it right after the sun sets in the west. So I was looking in the east right before the sun came up for Comet C 2023 A3 Chinchalan Atlas. I'm not even going to try to get it right. So every time I say that Chinchalan, I'm going to get it wrong. So that comet here is going to be great. I caught, or we can catch, you can catch. Getting the band back together. Let's go, Jersey. Hey, Jersey, how you doing, man? You know what? Maybe. Amazingly enough, like it or not, enjoy it or not, like it or not, AI, I love AI. One of the hardest things for me for doing anything online was actually creating content. For the longest time, for a decade or more, if you wanted to create content, you either had to get on the screen in front of somebody or you had to put your fingers to a keyboard, and that was just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Now we have the advantage of artificial intelligence and machine learning that can dive into any topic and can continuously put out great informational content as long as you drop the right questions into its brain. Coming to you live from work. So, Comet Chinchalan Atlas C 2023 A3, discovered in 2023 in the beginning of the year, signified by the A letter, bright. Right now, you can catch it in Soho, the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, Soho. Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, SOHO, Soho. You can go on there, click on the data links, go into the movie theater. You'll have a dashboard there where you can pick which satellite you want to look at the sun through. I suggest you look at the first one, C2. You pick a day range. You're going to go down. You're going to pick October 6th to today, and then you're going to run those images, about 175, 180 images, and it's going to show you that comet when it comes in view of the Soho Observatory. If you don't want to go do that yourself, go through my videos, not my shorts, but I have a longer one, the second to the last one I put up, where I took a minute or so of that from starting the 6th and going to yesterday, and it definitely comes into view. But that's the one you're going to see at night, starting the 13th. It is October 10th, 2024, 1:33 p.m. here outside of Houston. That comet you're going to start seeing after the sun sets, starting about October 13th. If you got a clear shot to the horizon, Comet C 2023 A3 is going to come into view. It's got already a very long multi-arc minute tail to it. So, and it's only getting brighter, and there is no expectation of it dimming at this point. So the only expectation now is it comes to make its closest approach to Earth here on the 12th, I believe. But to get bigger and brighter. But hey, that is not even the one that we really want to freaking talk about, and nobody's freaking talking about it. I talked about it a couple times on my shorts. That's C 2024 S1, just discovered this past September, last week of September maybe. Crutz family. We like comets. Y'all know what a Crutz family is. That's a sun-grazing comet. You can go on that same or one of the same observatory websites and watch these Crutz comets, some of these Crutz comets, because probably about 1,000 of them crash into the sun yearly, except they're small. This one apparently is not small. But you say, well, Frank, how big is it? They don't know. They're not coming up with an answer about how big it is. So we'll have to wait and see. But okay, let's get into the deep dive of that. This one's going to be, because it's a Crutz family comet, it's coming in within about 700, 1 million miles from the surface of the sun. We had one. I've got images. I've got an image of one. I remember, and you can see that comet whip by the backside of the sun, and I've got images of it. I need to go find it, pull it up, and drop it in the video. So we've had one that close before. I don't know if it was big or small or whatever. But, okay, if this thing comes in and it's not held together very well and it fucking disintegrates, sorry about that. I've been bad about that. It's a common word. You can use it for anything. But if it comes in and it disintegrates and it creates an ion cloud, right? Well, one, let's wait, and it holds together and it gets really, 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 really bright. And this is daytime. And then it becomes seen. And then we have two suns in the sky. So y'all do what you want with that. But then it comes in and maybe there's two suns in the sky. And then it disintegrates all at once. And it creates a big ion cloud in front or side or to the side or whatever. Maybe it's Earth facing and we have a solar flare at the same time. We know how much the sun just is going right now. So there's no reason to say that the sun's going to stop going until October 28th when it makes its closest approach to the sun. So potential boom gets brighter than the sun, or brighter than the sun. And we can see it during the day, two suns there. There's that prophecy. Brighter than the sun, we ain't seen that shit ever. Then it disintegrates, creates an ion cloud in front of the sun. Solar flare pops off. CMA tears it. Cannibal brings the ion. I don't know. But we're back talking about it. And it's a great time. Okay, so let's segue into, Cosmic Obsession Curville. Where's Cosmic Obsession Curville? Where is Cosmic Obsession Curville? Cosmic Obsession Curville's in Curville. Bob and Deb are over in Curville. Bob, Henry. Man, and Bob Henry, and we have Joe from Nice Guys Network, and we have, I don't know, a couple of guys. So hopefully we get some comet pictures. I'm not. I don't have my fingers in that pool. Got a lot of stuff going on. But I'm going to create some content. Let's see what Jersey. I know Jersey's dropped some comments. Me Too Copilot has been cool. I talk to it like it's a real friend. Randall Carlson has been talking about certain comments lately, but he's more on the younger, driest theme. Man, I guess I'm more on the theme of comets and omens and period of time that we're in. And so I'm not wasting my time looking at these comets as potentially fitting into some scheme of things. Who knows? We're all in a scheme. It's all a scheme. It's a time scheme, a scheme, work scheme, off scheme, on scheme, car scheme, gas scheme, news scheme, election scheme, weather scheme. I can't say God scheme. You know why? God ain't scheming anybody. If you believe in God, God's treating you right. Even the universe isn't scheming against you. I think it's the collective consciousness that's been created inside the universe. It's not the universe's fault, yet the universe rings back at this decrepitness that we have to deal with, that most of us feel like we're at a much higher level, even though all these fools are leading us. We all feel like we're like 10 times higher emotionally, mentally, and spiritually about all them fools, and that they're leading us. So we find great things to fill our time. Like comets are great. Comets are great. I may take a group of people out. I'm tempted to, because I'll tell you, lost a lot of friends post-pandemic. That's scheme. That's always schemed. It was all a scheme. All a scheme. I did not take it. I continue to have my O negative blood. I'm only going to be around for so much longer. They're going to You know, just like the old white folks, I'm going to be old too. But I won't be around. My blood will be off this planet. Hopefully there's some of it left behind, but it don't matter. People in my circle, they don't fit in my circle because they're wasting their time. So I see some reports about this comet, C2023A3. You can catch it in Soho. Brilliant. Don't let anybody say it's a spaceship. It's freaking not. Don't get torted away or why you can't see the sun. The sun's behind a little disc. But what I haven't heard is the other one, the follow-up. You know, just like we haven't heard, let me just go ahead and drop this. If Nadine shows up on Florida's coast, Hurricane Nadine right after Milton, you know, over on my Facebook page, been watching storms all year long. And these fake weather reporters, it's fake. It's all fake. The weather's real. The weather is as real as it is, can be, as generated, manufactured, manipulated, whatever you can do when you spin up something. But the reporting around it is so fake, so fake. So what I'm leading to is, okay, now that Milton's just left Florida's shores, there's created a low pressure area down on this side of the Bay of Campeche, below Cuba and all that other shit. And according to the weather the wind patterns, whatever that may be, influence, sure looks like there's going to be another low spun up right onto Florida. But I could have told you that 3 days ago because people were reporting on that 3 days ago. But you know who hasn't reported on it? Yes, the people who could only focus on destruction and damage. And they were really thrown off by Milton, right? They were all planning, oh, it's going to get here at midnight. I get home at 5 o'clock. That hurricane's hitting the shore. There was a hot mic, too. Make it 8 o'clock. Make it 8 o'clock. Did y'all hear the hot mic on Weather Channel yesterday? I literally heard, make it 8 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, so, and I told my wife, and I saw it yesterday. You'll be at 8:01 a.m., right, or p.m., or whatever, and you're thinking that you're looking at a perfectly right on time, real time map, and you're not. You're not. Oh, Jesus, it's all a stage, just an all freaking stage, just an all around stage. Well, it's true. But the problem is, we simplify it by using that phrase. It's all just a stage. We're all just actors in a stage. No, we're all perpetrators in a freaking crime. You're all a suspect. And they're all perps. Not a play. It's a real life. And I'm just an observer. The most important player in anything is the observers, those who can observe reality and come back with real information. Not those who can take reality, twist it, and spit it back at you just to make a buck. That means clicks. I don't need to see it 3 times a day. So yeah, it's super. So if I was to do anything and want to manifest anything, because that's one of the things I do, is I would manifest a very bright C2023A3 after sunset starting on October 13th. And hopefully it'll run a month. And then again, I'll come around and hope for total mayhem around the sun just to see what would happen, I guess. I don't know. People may say, well, they knew the comet was coming. No, they're very hard to see. until they start getting lit up. They end up being just like an asteroid, and depending on where it's coming. But this is a very elliptical orbit coming from below. Huh. Kind of interesting because the other comet's coming from above. That's another thing I think about occasionally. So when is the day something comes in? That's not a comet. That's not an asteroid. Yeah, some say it already happened without any proof. Some will say it already happened with a lot of research and hope and prayers. Some will say it already happened just to progress the storyline. Some will say it hasn't happened because there's no proof. Is that the right thing to do? Some will say it hasn't happened because they're closed-minded. I don't know. Who knows? Some will say it happened. Some will say it won't happen. What do I say? I say there's a lot of different levels of reality. And there's a lot of space in the universe. It would be easier to travel from one universe's location to another universe's location, if properly positioned to independence, rather than trying to travel the distance of the independent universe itself. Anyways, when I meditated, I went to the Akashic Records. I turned around and it was all bubbles. I mean, that was me. Some people believe that. And I come back and research that afterwards, and it's all over. That's what it is, bubbles. And so the next obvious thing was there were some touching. And those that touch may have access to each other. Again, you don't have to travel the whole universe to go from one universe to the next. Yeah, I'm 56, Jersey, 56. So my brother just turned 60 just this past month. My brother is 4 years older than me, just turned 60. I'm 56. I'm going to be 57. You must be 59. Happy birthday. I don't know exactly where the channel's going to end up going. Could be a good mix of AI, maybe some lives like this. Maybe some screen grabs from some of them.
Chris, come to the shop office. Chris, to the shop office.
Maybe some screen grabs. Who knows? I'm going to let y'all go, though. We lost my favorite fan, Jersey. Thank you for stopping by. Try this again real soon.